Yeah, hello, Dr. Mensah here again. So what do I want to discuss today? Today I want to discuss some buzzword. Normally we the academia and people in the development and policy space like using a lot. Normally we like throwing it around. So Africa have to develop and we must develop. And to develop you need proper human resources, technical knowledge, people with technical abilities to effect some changes. And to do that, we more or less try to collaborate with international partners to effect this particular change that we want in our society. So you write a proposal about something, let's say building water resources for some poor rural communities, and then you go and effect and see how those things are changing lives, reducing diseases and water shortages over there, right? So that's what we normally do. All right, but you realize that we've been doing these kind of things for the past centuries. Nothing is happening in Africa. We are not actually developing. Poverty is increasing and things are getting worse, right? And the number of international and local NGOs are increasing. Why is that the case? That over the years, the amount of money being pumped into such developmental programs, collaborations, is increasing in terms of value and quantity. But nothing is happening. As a matter of fact, the African situation is getting worse. So what's happening? Well, let's say if $1 million is donated for a program, the academia, the people, the elite, normally we'll call something we call capacity building, and that's the word I want to use, capacity building. I mean, you hear it, it's very fanciful and it sounds nice to use that word, capacity building. Capacity building. What is that? Capacity building in the context of Africa and development is nothing but a developmental agency gather a bunch of technocrats, academicians and policy people in a fanciful hotel, give them food, give them some nice place to chill around, gather around some fanciful room with papers and tags around their neck, talk English. All the things that we're talking about, we know already. We know that it's not going to do anything. We talk 3 days, and then we sign and take per diem and go home. That's capacity building. This is what we've been doing. Capacity building. Ask yourself, before you went to that hotel, what was your capacity? And after 3 days of that blah, blah, blah nonsense talk, what is now the capacity that you build? The capacity to deceive yourself and to waste money? Or what exactly capacity did we build? And all my colleagues in the academia, in the policy space, you know what I'm talking about. It's the waste of money. And you know what? This capacity building and meeting stakeholders take about 50 to 60% of the entire budget. So 50 to 60% of 1 million is around 600,000. That goes into talk of blah, 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 nothing. Another thing is stakeholder engagement. So we go to the village, we meet the chief, we give them some envelopes, we buy some drinks for them, we meet some few people under the tree, we talk about nothing, we give them some food. That is stakeholder engagement. Right? So at the end of the time of stakeholder engagement and capacity building, we spend 70% of the budget. Just talking, 70% of the 1,700,000 gone on talking, fanciful thing, traveling around doing. Now the 300,000 is not going to do anything left. So this has been the paradigm. This has been the paradigm. Any honest person will attest to what I'm saying. That the academia, the people in authority, the people who are supposed to know better, and say, let's stop bullshitting ourselves and stop all these unnecessary meetings. Use the money for what is done. If you give 1 million to even non-educated person in a village, the number of wells that person will build with will shock you. But give that same 1 million to the elite in the society, they will go and build 1 or 2 maximum boreholes, whatever, call people to come and celebrate, call the media, and waste the money. Basically, that's why we are not developing. So you expect that the academia and education will contribute more, and we are doing our best. But in terms of development, we end up squandering a lot of the money. That is we just use it to talk. And we hide behind fanciful titles and words: capacity building, stakeholder engagement, resource mapping, all this blah, 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 blah. The people are there, they need water. Go and build water for them. The people are there, they need irrigation. Go and build irrigation. The people are there, they need a proper route to link their farms to the market. Build it. What is so difficult about this? That you have to meet over 7 months in fanciful hotels just to talk and waste money. Right? Yeah. That's us, Africa. So the elite in the society that's supposed to help fast-track development have rather become obstacles because they are squeezing out the resources that the development need. They are squeezing out the resources. Just talk English and nothing. Nonsense. Yeah.